freshmen out to start the second half in Inman and Farmer. And there is Donald Copeland. No points so far, 0 for 9 on field goals. But this is a confident player. And I think you're going to hear from Donald Copeland in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, and he is a barometer for this Seton Hall team. Remember, against St. John's, he got in foul trouble in the first half, didn't play the final 8 minutes. I'm going to say this, Don. If he doesn't play productive in the second half, Seton Hall will not win this game.
Now they've got to get, obviously, points in their leading scorer for the season, Donald Copeland. And quickly, the freshman J.R. Inman.
Yeah, how's that for a response? First half, 1 for 11 for Rutgers from 3. Second half.
Defense here is Whitney going up, and he draws another foul inside. So Whitney's having trouble getting 3 field goals inside. He is putting a lot of numbers up on the big men in the foul count.
Nice delivery to weak side. Slow defensive rotation. And that's bad news, because if that foul is on Joins, he has 3 fouls and he's only played 2 minutes.
Whitney at the free throw line.
But I wonder what the record is for the quickest foul out. I mean, he's only had about 5 sequences total.
Well, you played a long time, Tim, in Michigan and in the NBA. They talked about some of those guys would have a couple fouls before the anthem was over. Those physical players.
Not much flow in this game. A lot of foul calls. The ref wants to rock, but these fans have not really had a lot of exciting plays to cheer.
Inman, who hit the 3, drives to the basket. Beautiful move to the left hand. Doesn't get it down, but he'll go to the free throw line. Well, there's a lot to like about this guy. 6'9" freshman. He has, as they say, extensions, got the long arms, and a tremendous body control for a big man at 6'9".
As a freshman, he has had some amazing games, but he's also disappeared at times. So as he becomes a sophomore and a junior and continues his career, that inconsistency will hopefully go away.
Well, it's been said many times over the years, the best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores.
Yep.
And he's getting a lot of playing experience, so this is his 14th straight. Copeland hawked by Farmer. This Farmer is a real player for Rutgers. Another freshman.
You see, that's a bad decision. And we talked about the maturation process. You want to pressure the ball. You want them to feel your presence. That's his first foul. But you can't make silly fouls, especially when you're on the perimeter there. The referee's only about 15 feet away, and he's watching the ball.
Yeah, all eyes on that now. Copeland looking to drive inside. He does, and finds a way up and down. There we go. Copeland makes a spectacular driving shot. Somehow he got it up against the guy at 6'10". And he has his first points of the day. It's back to a 3-point game. Rutgers Inman fires again and down again. So the freshman comes out hot in the second half. 7 points already since intermission. For the Hall, it's a 34-30 game.
We're seeing an offensive explosion compared to the first half.
And they're really finding the range. Here is a pull-up, and Farmer gets it down.
A comment that Tommy Amaker, the former Seton Hall coach, told me way back. He said shooting is totally a rhythm thing. And it's funny how right now, since a couple guys make a shot, everybody's knocking down shots.
And it becomes, can you top this? As Farmer hit the last one down at the Rutgers end, has 9 points for the game. And Whitney again draws a foul. And this one is on the freshman, Inman. That's his second. 13 foul of the half on Rutgers. Seton Hall with just 1 team foul. The Hall fighting to get the lead. This is a team that is to play against St. John's the other night. They came back to win in overtime, and now the tip in off the missed shot by Copeland by Whitney. And Whitney starting to put up numbers as he's got 15. Second half shooting, Seton Hall 75%, Rutgers perfect.
And remember, at halftime, these teams were on pace for a 50-point game.
Can't be perfect as Rutgers is now 4 for 4 from the field. That was Hill who hit it. He has 4. Adrian Hill. Seton Hall down by 6. Gaines loses the handle. It was last touched by Marquise Webb.
It's nice to see Stan Gaines back playing. He twisted his ankle in the first half. Received a little treatment, a little tape, and he's ready to go.
Outstanding defender. Copeland. Up on the outer perimeter. Seton Hall not getting any three-point looks. There's a lot of coaching, a lot of practice goes into playing defense like this. The Hall inbounds the ball. Pull-up jumper is off. Rebound. And it's saved by the freshman, J.R. Inman. Here's Douby. Loop pass. And it didn't work. And here comes the Hall the other way as the shot was missed by Adrian Hill. Exciting, but nothing. The drive. They miss it inside. A hard drive to the basket by Jamar Nutter. And they're going at the rack. They call this building the rack. They're attacking the rack, the basket. And here comes Copeland.
A very strange and uneven game so far. We've seen some sequences where nobody could buy a basket, all half court. Now all of a sudden there was a segment where it was a lot of fouls, and then there were bodies on the floor. Now we've got an offensive explosion. It's a very entertaining game.
It is that. They're going 100 miles an hour. At times madness prevails, but you can't question the effort. Rutgers in its Big East opener continues to lead the game 38-32, led by at the half by 2. Fast both ways.
And the second half much better on the offensive end. These teams combined to miss 42 shots in the first half. Now they can't miss. Nice. That is creating gaps and space to the rim.
In the second half, Seton Hall has hit 3 of 6 field goals. But Rutgers hitting 4 of 6 has built its lead from a 2-point halftime advantage to 6 at the moment. 15:50 to play. Here is Gaines, the former Minnesota Golden Gopher, who sat out last season after transferring to the University of Minnesota to Seton Hall. Whitney looking to get it down to Kuzan. Ball knocked away. Copeland picks it up. Heads to the basket. And Copeland, no foul call, and the ball will come inbounds to Rutgers. Copeland thought it went off Scarlet Knight. Official said no. Rutgers have it when we come back. Knights of Rutgers on their home floor, leading 38-32 over Seton Hall. Rutgers, with 10 wins already this season, has won as many games as they won all of last season. Best start in 23 years for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, and they're still very young, Don. They only have one senior, and he plays about 10 minutes of action per game. So I think that this is something we may see in the future, that this program is going to be taken off, like the football team.
Yeah, a lot of good young players on both these teams. Seton Hall starts to bring some over the half-court line pressure. Douby, who was hot in the first half, hit for 13. Here is Inman. Largest lead for the Scarlet Knights as Inman, the freshman, is lighting it up.
Yeah, and the key play for Inman, first play of the second half, he was free on the baseline, made the jumper, and then since then the light came on and he's demanding the ball.
He scored 10 points in the second half, was Inman. free throw. Whitney is blocked by J.R. Inman. He gets the personal foul.
Yeah, that's a problem because Joins has 3 fouls. He's only played 2 minutes. Hill has foul trouble, and if you look at Inman, he does not have the bulk or the experience to deal with Kelly Whitney inside.
That's a lot of bulk. Kelly Whitney, he's a powerful man. Ball slapped out to Gauze. He gives it to Whitney. Beautifully done by Seton Hall as Whitney on a reverse. Oh, boy. Down. He is 17.
You like the footwork? I do.
Yeah, beautiful. You play that big man post position down low. Little drop step and around the defender he went. Here is Douby. And if he has a brother, Douby brothers. And here's a long lead down to Gauze, who fires it inside. And Whitney gets it down, and there's a foul call on Rutgers. Whitney has 19 points today, Tim. The rest of the team has 17.
Yeah, and it looks like it's on Hill. Rutgers has 2 post defenders. Hill and Joins have been in foul trouble the entire game. I guess they thought he bumped down low. It looked more like Whitney was off balance on the shot more than a low foul, but you can't take away the fact that Kelly Whitney has been tremendous in this game.
Misses the free throw, though. The and one play comes away with a 2 points, 5-point Rutgers lead. Here are the Scarlet Knights. Marquise Webb out to the freshman point guard Farmer. Defended perfectly by Copeland. Douby starts it over again outside.
You notice they want to try to keep Douby on the left side of the court. Try to limit his ability to go to his right hand.
Marquise Webb from Patterson, New Jersey. Fires it out to Douby. Before the shot clock expires, he puts in a thing of beauty. A runner, as the Celtics used to call it.
A thing of beauty.
16 points for the Big East leading scorer, Quincy Douby. Stan Gaines goes hard and off to Whitney. And they get it to Whitney now. It's almost, you can put it in the book when he gets it down low. But it is still a Rutgers 6-point lead, 21 for Whitney. The drive, Farmer kicks it out. Douby. Well, it's like shooting free throws. Him hitting from the 19-foot arc. You've got to have somebody on him as soon as he comes over half court. Don't count Seton Hall out. Here is Copeland driving, gets it down, but there was a foul before the shot.
Yeah, and that's not a good foul. I like the aggressiveness, but this crowd finally has something to go insane about, and you don't want to break the momentum, quiet the crowd by letting Copeland, who's had an off game, get going out. Enjoy the work from the corner. He made the runner against Gaines as the shot clock went down. You know he's not going to miss the wide open 3.
Well, here's an interesting number. 17 fouls now on Rutgers. So the Hall will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. Seton Hall has only 1 team foul. So the Pirates in position to make up numbers at the line, and Copeland gets a couple. Makes it a 8-point game. Excuse me, that was the front end. As he will now try to make it a 7-point game. Not a problem.
The biggest reason that Rutgers is winning this game, yeah, I like the work of Douby. I think everybody's playing hard on the defensive end, but I expected a monumental advantage for Seton Hall on the glass. It's been the other way around. Rutgers has been out rebounding the Pirates in this game. Number 1 key.
They have been. They've got a lot of people going for the ball, and now Bill Meyer, the captain of the Pirates, has called for a foul inside.
Yeah, and the reason the crowd is so excited, Hill steps to the line. They get a chance to score when their only legitimate scoring threat is sitting on the bench.
Now to the free throw line is Adrian Hill, as mentioned earlier, out all last season after knee surgery. Big guy from Canton, Ohio, drops the free throw. The Scarlet Knights have an 8-point lead. There is Gauze working in the backcourt now, along with Donald Copeland. Hill hitting a couple of free throws. He's good at it. 85% coming in from the free throw line. 12:15 to play in the game. 49-40. Rutgers with a 9-point advantage. It brings Billmeyer up. Down low to Whitney. Against the freshman. Whitney dishes off to Billmeyer. Sometimes a fancy pass can fool your own teammate. I don't know if Billmeyer was ready for it. I think Whitney can go up and score anytime he wants to against Inman. Freshman just isn't strong enough. Waters might think that. He just brought Inman out. That was the first turnover by either team this half. Seton Hall's inability to handle the pass down low.
Take some time off the clock. Why? Because Douby is sitting on the bench. You want to kill the clock. I think it's a great idea.
Douby getting some rest. The leading scorer in the game for Rutgers with 19. Leading scorer overall is Kelly Whitney, who has 21 for Seton Hall. But now a shot by Griffin, his first of the game. And the Scarlet Knights have their biggest lead, an 11-point advantage.
I can't tell you how big that is. That's the biggest basket of the game for the Scarlet Knights.
And it was the first for Jerron Griffin, a freshman from Manchester, New Jersey. Now the clock stopped at 11:20 left to play in the ball game. And Rutgers has built a 2-point halftime lead to an 11-point second half advantage.
Your roadmap to the...
Call 800-332-4705. That's 800.
A sellout of over 8,000 at the Rack. As right now we'll take a look at our Red Lobster nothing but net shot of the game.
And Quincy Douby is the guy to watch as the buzzer goes down and shot clock. A runner across his body against one of the premier defenders in all of the conference. And that's the Red Lobster shot of the game by Quincy Douby. He and Inman so far, Don, combined for 32. Gary Waters said that he desperately needs to establish a number 2 scorer in this lineup.
Well, it's been beautiful play by Douby. That's expected. Whitney Douby, Quincy Douby with 19 points. And he leads the Scarlet Knights. Kelly Whitney with 21 points, leading Seton Hall. See the second half field goal shooting. A big step up for both teams. Rutgers going from 26% in the first half to 73%. A steal by Lang. Up and down, and a foul call, and one. As going to the line is Brian Lang, a sophomore. And the lead is down to 7.
A bit of a surprise. They haven't seen much pressure. And remember, this was a big key in their turnaround against St. John. They went with a small lineup. 40-12 turnaround the rest of the game.
But the free throw is missed. And Rutgers comes up overall. Scarlet Knights now holding to a 51-44 lead with 11 minutes to play.
Both teams only 7 turnovers. Ball security has been a strong emphasis.
Or double teams has been a strong emphasis also, as now they free up the shooter. And Jerron Griffin hits his second field goal. Tim, you called his first one the biggest shot of the game. That was big also. Back to a 9-point lead. Another whistle stops play with 10:36 to play.
19 personal fouls by Rutgers. They're going to have to tighten this up. You know, there have been a lot of
2 free throws in every foul. 10 team fouls Rutgers with 10:36 to play. Seton Hall with only 2 team fouls. So you can get points and get back in it with the clock stopped. Free throw shooting for Seton Hall. They are now 12 of 18 from the line. Rutgers is at 13 of 15 free throws.
Yeah, and Scarlet Knight fans are going to be upset by that number and say, well, why the disparity? You know, it's not the referees. I look at the Rutgers defense. Yeah, I like their aggressiveness, but they're bad fouls. They're coming down across the body and the arms with an aggressive tomahawk motion. It's an easy call.
And so often Whitney, the guy who is drawing the foul, they have to hack him. He's overpowering inside. Here is Douby outside. Rutgers with Douby shooting long range off the front of the iron, a fight for the rebound. And coming up with his Jamar Nutter off the good work of Kelly Whitney, who slapped it out to him. Here's Copeland. They clear inside. And as Copeland starts to blow by Marquise Webb, a foul is called on Webb, and Donald Copeland will shoot 2 now.
You might as well give him a layup, you know, because if you're going to, they fouled like 5 of the last 6 possessions.
They have. The foul count building as Copeland goes to the line with over 10 team fouls. Rutgers, he misses the front end. He'll get a second.
Don, one other thing to watch, Seton Hall is pressing. Rutgers has been tentative in their attack of that press. Is at a big advantage.
Well, Seton Hall gets a point off the free throw, and it is now a 6-point Rutgers lead. All bringing mild pressure, trying to trap the ball. Seton Hall's called for a foul. A derisive cheer from the Scarlet Knight fans as the call goes the other way. So now the defender, the ace defender for Seton Hall, Stan Gaines, is playing with the 3 personal fouls still in the game. Farmer, Inglis, Inman, and Joins all have 3 personal fouls for Rutgers. Gaines and Kuzan 3 each for the Pirates. Douby. They double him up. Another steal by Nutter. Open on the right flank. Nutter pulls up. Knocks it down. As they're advertised, Seton Hall does not go away. 11-point lead of Rutgers now down to 4.
You know, Louis Orr does not love going small ball and attacking. It might be something to look at more because his kids certainly seem to like it.
They do. They're getting points off transition now. He talked to Louis Orr before the game about how they came back against St. John's from 20 points down. You do it by making defensive stops and converting at your end. Seton Hall, very cold at the outset. All of a sudden, very hot at this stretch of the second half. They've made their last 5 field goals. Adrian Hill at the free throw line for Rutgers with 9:16 to play in the game.
2 ACL surgeries. Really an impressive athlete. A lot of times when a guy will go through 2 injuries like that, he may lose a little bit of his explosiveness, but that hasn't happened.
Playing with both the brace on his left knee. Good free throw shooting for the Scarlet Knights from Adrian Hill, and it's a 6-point Rutgers lead. We're coming to you from the rack, the home arena of the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers, as they have just called a timeout, playing Seton Hall, Big East opener for Rutgers. The Hall comes in 1-0 in conference play. Don Cricky with Tim McCormick. Has a very hotly contested game, a lot of contact. Officials doing a terrific job maintaining law and order out there. It's not easy.
Nope. And this game is particularly important for Rutgers. When you go on the road in the Big East, it's going to be very difficult to get victories. Ask Jim Calhoun, who got beat at Marquette. Now, because Rutgers has Villanova coming to the rack on Wednesday, this is a must-win situation if you have hopes of staying in the upper half of this conference.
Every game a battle. That's what Gaines called it as we look at Rutgers under Gary Waters. Wow, over 59% home wins on the road.
Oh.
Good.
.063. Wow.
That won't get you there. This team's going to be far better than that, though. Rutgers with a 10-3 record. Their best start since the 82-83 season.
We'd hoped that Paul Dawes would be able to come back. He is limping quite a bit. Doesn't look like he's going to be part of their second half attack.
He turned his ankle late in the first half. Lang is open, goes up high, beautifully done as Brian Lang at 6'5" goes way up over the defense. And again, Rutgers' lead is cut to 4.
Inman has been out for quite a while after his quick start.
Douby, an air ball. A rare miss of iron by Douby. Here is Jamar Nutter out to Gaines. Long ball. Not a well-advised shot, shooting it very early in the shot clock. Nutter way out behind the arc.
Athletic play, 6'5", a swing player, slasher, super athlete, and his offense is really coming on. That's a Big East body right there.
Yeah, you have a lot of guys in the weight room as part of the training for these two teams, or every team now. Nice save by the Hall, and they look to set their offense against the zone defense of Rutgers. Here's Whitney. Lots of people on him. He goes up and over it. Kelly Whitney with one of his best moves of the day when he's been productive all game long. He has 25 points.
Quick problem. Rutgers is going to have to come up with an answer against this pressure. It's not all out aggressive, but they're still turning it over.
Seton Hall methodically getting back in the game, down by 11. They're now down by 2. Skip pass over the top. Here's the freshman Farmer driving to the basket. Gaines with a rebound.
They've got numbers.
4 on 3. Kick out to Copeland. 3-point try. Seton Hall with a chance to take the lead with a 3 or tie with a 2.
Another change in momentum and pace of this game. It's really slowed down quite a bit.
Lang somehow almost got his own rebound. Farmer takes it away, sprinting end to end. The freshman Farmer's rejected, but there is a foul call on the Hall, and the Scarlet Knights send the free throw to the line. Kelly Whitney with 25 points, personally leading the Hall back from 11 down, where they're now down by 2. This is Don Criqui back at Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights, a 2-point lead. They led by 11.
Run for the Pirates, and I think that it was the fouls early in the second half by Rutgers. They shot 59% from the field, but the big issue is they got their confidence going because they got in the penalty early, got a lot of free throws to jumpstart their game.
First shot is up and good. Just 5 team fouls so far on Seton Hall with 6:51 to play. Rutgers has been over the limit. Back to Seton Hall with 2 free throws in every foul on Rutgers for a long time now. As we look at Rutgers trailing by 11 points in the second half today, and now they're down by 4. Had it down to 2, and a 3-point try by Copeland rimmed out, or they would have taken the lead with Seton Hall.
I think it's a good idea to get Whitney a touch. And he's rolling.
as he takes it down for the Scarlet Knights. There's a side. And he starts to break on Lang, and Lang had to reach in and get called for foul trying to defend him.
Only one other Pirate scorer.
Now it's going to be ruled knocked out of bounds. No foul. So the ball comes back inbounds to Rutgers. Douby.
Looks a little bit like Kerry Kittles the way he plays.
Looks a little bit like an All-American. He's at 22 now. The leading scorer in the Big East coming into the game, averaging 22.8 a game. Here is the leading scorer.
Talked about the fact that it will be hard for Seton Hall to win if they don't get more offensive production out of Copeland. So far, he has not gotten it done.
Douby with 3 assists and 2 rebounds today. Got both rebounds a minute ago, and now a traveling violation is signaled. Seton Hall ready to inbound the ball. They're back down by 7 are the Pirates as the Scarlet Knights bring pressure and steal the ball. Douby stole the ball. Dish to the freshman. And Inman going hard to the basket is fouled. He'll shoot 2. There's the first foul of the game on now. Talking to his assistants, and he's sending Gauze, ailing ankle et al. Back in the game.
Neither of these teams are known as up-tempo pressing teams, but they are aggressive. They do attack. And I like the adjustment by both coaches. They've utilized some full-court pressure to try to get their athletes a little bit more hungry. See if Whitney gets another touch in the low post. He's getting good shots the last couple trips, just isn't hitting them.
Yeah, they're able to get the ball down low to him. They're putting everybody on him at different intervals, trying to find some combination that'll stop him. The guy is playing a tremendous defensive game as the defender right now, Farmer, as Copeland drives down and lays it in. Big hoop. He did not score in the first half, has 9 points in the second, but at the other end, they give up the lane to Douby. And he comes in for a stop and an 8-point lead for Rutgers. And a timeout on the floor with 4:39 to play. Seton Hall keeps challenging. Rutgers keeps making offensive plays to pull away again.
Beautiful off the dribble. He's now 2 for 13 from the field. Talking about Donald Copeland. And what an explosion to the rim. Quincy Douby, as advertised, a premier scorer. Number 1 in the Big East. Number 7 in the nation.
4:39 left to play, and Seton Hall still under the foul limit. Rutgers on the next foul against the Seton. Rutgers problem for a long time now. They were over the limit with almost 11 minutes left to play in the ball game. Over the 7-foul limit. There's Douby, 24 points, but he's made some big shots. It seems when Seton Hall comes close, Douby steps up and makes the play. Copeland gets the ball out to the freshman Gauze. And Gauze with the pass to Copeland, a little off mark. He couldn't handle it. An expensive turnover to Rutgers. Inbounding the ball for Rutgers is Inman. I think here, Tim, they're looking to shorten this game if they can. Whitney, outlet goes to Gauze, lead bounce goes to Copeland. Lead to Whitney. down hard, but he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, painful trip for Gary Waters to see. What does the pressure do? Well, Don, the key thing is it's a tool to speed up the game. Now, if Quincy Douby has the ball in his hands at the top of the key, he probably pulls it out and runs the offense. J.R. Inman is a freshman. He takes a shot. It leads to transition points at the other end.
Well, we'll see if the transition points come at the free throw line. Whitney gets the roll. He is the leading scorer in the game with 26 points. Gets them both. Rutgers. Whitney with 27 points for the day, but he's not done. 4 minutes to play. Inman, beautiful dish. Inside and down as the ball is taken in and knocked down by Byron Joins, and he'll fight for the three-point play.
Good to see Joins getting back in the game. He's had foul trouble from the very start, and the freshman comes back with a sensational play on the contact. It was close to goaltending because as the ball was rolling around the rim, he was hanging on. Came to school at 320 pounds. Now,
call me old-fashioned, but that's more than you need.
Yeah, it certainly is.
He's now down to a svelte 265.
I wouldn't say he's quite sculpted yet, but he certainly looks better.
Goss missed it all. He doesn't get it to go, but look at inside the freshman, Anthony Farmer. Offensive board and a putback, a killer play. And it's a 10-point Rutgers lead with 3:34 to go. 12-4 Rutgers run.
Interesting timeout. The under 4-minute timeout happens. And watch the freshman make an incredible play. A little bit of a quick shot. He steps in. Huge basket for Rutgers.
He just knows how to play. After the loss to Illinois, Farmer, the freshman, went up to the Illinois guy, Dee Brown, and told him it was a pleasure to play against you. Dee Brown was kind of taken back. He didn't know if he was serious. He realized he was. And he thanked him and told him he played a great game. And now let's take a look at our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Cooper Tires. Don't give up a thing.
Gary Waters wanted to have a chance to have some help for Quincy Douby. Well, J.R. Inman has done it at both ends of the court. He scored, but look at the numbers. 3 block shots, his career high is 4, 7 rebounds, very strong.
And Rutgers, Tim, getting a lot from these two freshmen who start. Farmer on 5 of 8 field goal shooting has 13 points. Inman has 14 points. They've combined for 27 points. Have these two freshman starters on 9 of 17 shots. Inbound to Copeland. Time becoming a factor with the Hall down by 10. They've come back quickly this half. Almost took the lead when a three-pointer rimmed out. Now they're down by 10, and here's Copeland pulling up. Wow. Big time move off the dribble. Ross hands it and drives it down. He has 11.
Good decision to pull it out. Work the clock. You're up. You've got the ball. Make good decisions and you win the game.
And now Farmer, as he starts to drive, is fouled by Copeland. Copeland with 11 points all of the second half. But he sends Farmer to the free throw line. We come back to Rutgers, where the Scarlet Knights are leading the Hall 67-59. To you by Nissan and your Nissan dealer. By Cooper Tires, proud to be the official tire of the Big East Conference. Cooper Tires, don't give up a thing. And by Red Lobster, we do it all for the seafood lover in you. to Rutgers, where Rutgers, after Seton Hall cut the lead of 11 down to 2, Rutgers answered with a 12-4 run. Now a 13-4 run, and they're back up by 9.
Anthony Farmer became a point guard the day he stepped on the Rutgers campus. Definitely a Gary Waters type of player. He's tough, very aggressive. And the other thing that's kind of neat is that he played combo guard in high school, really more of a scorer, and he steps in here and becomes a real good setup guy.
Yeah, freshman who's come in to play over 34 minutes a game on the average. A drive by Jamar Nutter, and the ball is slapped out of bounds. Last touch by Whitney. And it comes inbounds to Rutgers as Seton Hall now has to press. They've got to get ball pressure with 2:53 to play. Farmer, a tremendous game. The freshman guard from Millville, New Jersey, with 14 points on 5 of 8 shooting. He has 3 rebounds and 3 assists, and his defense has been exceptional. Here comes Marquise Webb.
It's a tough predicament at this point, Don, because you may have to start thinking about putting them on the line, because offensively they're just going to be extremely patient.
Yeah, they can afford to run that shot clock and get the game clock down to where it is now at 2:35 to play. Rutgers, a team that won only 2 Big East games all of last season. Looking to open conference play today, 1-0. A loss by Seton Hall would leave the Pirates at 1-1. They opened with a victory over St. John's in overtime on Wednesday night. Rutgers has made only 1 of its last 4 free throw attempts. Game-changing performance by Pontiac. Quincy Douby's the guy who's changed the game with his sharpshooting. And it is back to an 11-point lead. So now Seton Hall has to let fly from outside the arc. Here's a guy who can do it, Donald Copeland.
Yeah, and the problem is that so far in this game, there's 7 out of 20 from deep.
29 points for Kelly Whitney, a career high. But it might not be enough. Not looking like it. Rutgers holding to a 9-point lead. And as the freshman Anthony Farmer starts to drive to the basket, Seton Hall has no alternative but to foul him, and he goes to the line.
It is a tough dilemma, though, for Louis Orr, because you're down 9, you're around 2 minutes to go in this contest, and they're in the double bonus already. 50 fouls in this game, and they're going to get 2 free throws every time. And you know that Farmer and Douby are going to have the ball in their hands the majority of the time.
It doesn't get any easier for Rutgers, as you know, Tim. On Wednesday night in this building, they'll play third-ranked Villanova. Tough to improve on perfect. That's what they've been this season.
Yep, the best collection of guards in all of college basketball.
4-guard offense. 3 of them from the New York area, 2 from New Jersey, and Alan Ray from the Bronx. Here is a free ball down low. Lang puts it up. A lot of collisions out there. And Lang goes to the free throw line, so this is the best opportunity to get points now with the clock stopped.
It's almost as if the whole team wanted to block that shot. Safe to say this would be called an effort game rather than an offensive free-flowing Picasso. It's kind of fun when you have 2 aggressive physical teams that every loose ball is a challenge. It's a test of will. It's a test of maturity.
And here is Stan Gaines coming back in. And a little O&D here. They got him in for the defensive end. He has been their best defender this season. Lang does his job at the free throw line, but still, Rutgers holding to a 9-point lead with 1:50 to play. Farmer, a confident freshman, defended by a double team, and he was bumped by Jamar Nutter, and Farmer will go back there. No, I guess he called timeout. They're going to stop the clock at 1:45 to play as Gary Waters wants to counsel his team for the remaining time. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Scarlet Knights. Villanova is next up. And then they go to Chicago to play DePaul. They play Pittsburgh at home. You don't want to play Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. They lose there about once a season.
And then how good has Cincinnati this year. What a
Conference is outrageous.
What a surprise. How good he's been.
It might be the Big East, but it's not the Big Easy. Man, every game is a... Well, you see a lot of the Big Ten. That's a tough go also out there.
It certainly is, and I think that there's so much parity in college basketball this year, but maybe the one thing that gives the Big East an advantage, 3 of the top 5 teams in the nation reside in the Big East. Play set up to get the ball to Douby, anticipating aggressive trapping defense, fouls.
And they'll be doing this, I think, Tim, the rest of the way as Douby, a terrific free throw shooter. 88% coming in, and Douby goes to the line now. He's hit 7 of 8 free throws. Today in Big East play, Cincinnati, a rising team, beat Marquette at Milwaukee.
And you can rest assured Steve Novak didn't have 41 in that game.
No, that was unbelievable. Connecticut number 2 and unbeaten when they went into Milwaukee, and Novak 41 points. And at Chicago today, Notre Dame goes down to its 2nd straight loss, losing by 6 to DePaul. So the Irish coming off a 3-point loss in double overtime at Pitt, back on the road and defeated again.
You know, the addition to the Big East of Notre Dame was really significant because they played more of a Midwestern style, and then Cincinnati and DePaul and Marquette, they really bring a new flavor to the league. There's a big difference between Midwestern and Eastern basketball.
And now a driving shot by Jamar Nutter makes it a 73-65 game with just 1:20 left to play. Here is Inman trying to get it up court. And a timeout is called. So 1:16 remains to be played. Rutgers would seem to have the game well in hand with possession of the ball coming in. And both teams in double bonus shooting free throws. And Seton Hall reduced now on defense to no alternative but to foul. Seton Hall, Wednesday night, they'll be playing Marquette at the Meadowlands Arena. Then they go to Philadelphia to play number 3 Villanova. People are projecting with a 16-team conference that at least 7 teams will get in.
It's interesting to note, though, when you look at the schedule, that the way things are set up, each team will play 3 of the teams in the conference twice. There'll be 2 teams that you don't play at all, and then everybody else you play 1 time. So it is unbalanced, and it's going to be interesting how some teams get a more favorable schedule than others.
Yeah, it is. Some teams, that's right. Some you get the tough guys twice. You know, you get the tournament automatics. Teams like Connecticut, Villanova, Syracuse. But I tell you, I don't know how you can pick 7. You got it. It's going to look like you probably have to take 10, but they've never happened for the NCAA tournament from one conference. So big as it is. Here is Douby outside. Oakland as now Seton Hall down by 8 with under a minute to play, and a foul is called on Copeland. That will send a lesser free throw shooter, Marquise Webb, to the free throw line. Lesser than Douby, but still a good free throw shooter.
Number 10, Copeland.
There's the Rutgers Big East schedule. They play Seton Hall, South Florida, St. John's 2 times. You would think, since they don't play UConn or West Virginia, that that's a very favorable schedule. I saw where Jim Calhoun was saying that in many ways, this schedule, this unbalanced schedule, is an advantage for some of the lesser teams because, you know, UConn and Syracuse and Louisville, you're going to get them to play against the other power schools because TV wants to see them.
It is a 74-65 game. The other big national attractions, those teams. Douby with 27, Whitney with 29, the leading scorers in the game. Thanks to our producer, Darren Tripetta, director Jack Sedlak, executive producer Mike Moore, and statistician John LaBombarda, as we're down to under 50 seconds to play in the game. And Rutgers, which really struggled last year, at this season is changing minds with their best start in a quarter century with a win today.
Bad foul, not a lot of contact, but to stop the clock, to put them on the line, to get more points. Maybe the most important thing, it sets up that pressure.
And this is a heads-up to everyone at Newark Airport. If they see a tall man running quickly to a plane, it's Tim McCormick. Getting out of Dodge, his last flight out. It's 74-68 now, 48.7 seconds left to play. Well, Tim, your overall evaluation of the top talents on the floor today. Obviously, the leading scorers would lead the way in Whitney and Douby, but there's a lot of other players who look to be rising stars in the Big East. Farmer jumps out at me.
Yeah, definitely. There's talent on both teams. There's depth, and the future is bright. I really like Inman. I think he can be outstanding. But the two stars of this game have been Whitney and Douby. A bit of a surprise. We talked about it at halftime. We said that if Copeland didn't have an outstanding second half, that Seton Hall would not have a chance to win this game. That has been the biggest story for Seton Hall fans.
J.R. Inman, the freshman, a 6'9 freshman from Pomona, New York. He played high school basketball at St. Joseph's of Montville, New Jersey. Here is a driving shot, up and down, well done by Nutter. But with a 6-point disadvantage now, Seton Hall has to keep fouling. And it's down to 41.9 to play. So Louis Orr aces the bench. Saw his team mount an unbelievable comeback, down by 20 with less than 12 minutes to play on Wednesday night against St. John's. And the Hall came back to win in overtime, 69-61.
Every free throw breathes a little bit more life into the Pirates' comeback hopes.
But there's so few good looks, if any, from the three-point line for Seton Hall. This Rutgers defense is quick and it extends out. Jamar Nutter starts to the basket. Foul by Webb. That stops the clock with 36.6 seconds left to play.
Don't you think that when Gary Waters goes over the film with his team, he's going to talk to them about the decision-making on the defensive end? They continually let Seton Hall hang around with bad fouls. This is the time that you play containment D. You get a hand up. If they make tough shots, then you applaud them.
Nutter at the line. 36.6 seconds left to play. At the half, Rutgers held to a 27-25 lead. And then built that lead to 11. Then Seton Hall came roaring back and was down by 2 and almost took the lead. A three-pointer rimmed out. And Rutgers went on a 13-4 run, and they've not been close since. Now this is close still, but the time makes it not that close with less than 33 seconds left to play. Last season, Rutgers was last in the Big East. One of the guys they brought in was Fred Hill Jr. He's the new assistant head coach, a top recruiter, most recently at Villanova, was at Seton Hall. They did lose a couple of starters who completed their eligibility, and Ricky Shields and Joel Wiggin. Another guy, Manny Pizzata, transferred to San Francisco. So there were question marks, but the question marks are answered by the very, very impressive early play by the freshmen Inman and Farmer. Here comes Seton Hall down the floor, down by 6. Nutter to launch. Puts up in the air. Copeland can't get it to go. Rebound to Lang. Okay, this Rutgers defense is conceding nothing now. Copeland strikes long range. It's a three-point game with 13 seconds left to go.
And Seton Hall does not have any timeouts. They have no timeouts remaining.
And Gary Waters wants a timeout.
Wow, what a comeback here. Just like the St. John's game, Louis Orr's team does not quit.
Tell you one thing. You think they're down from the count, and all of a sudden, there they are. They can get a stop here. Who knows? We could be looking at overtime.
Well, here's what's going to happen. They're going to set up their pressure defense. Beautiful shot by Copeland. He's not had a good game, but that was a big shot because it gives them a chance. They may try to take a shot charge, they're definitely going to go for a steal. And on the catch, they will put Rutgers at the line. Gary Waters setting up a play to get the ball into the hands of his veteran scorer, Quincy Douby.
Quincy Douby has been standout again today with 27 points. He's been 8 of 10 from the free throw line. You look at Rutgers at home last season, 7-8. This season, 8-1 already as Rutgers approaching an 11-3 start and 1-0 in the conference. So what do you do here, Jim? I guess you hope the ball gets in the hands of somebody that's not a good free throw shooter, but everybody that Waters is going to put out there can stroke it.
Yeah, Douby is the guy. He's going to get the ball. If not he, then Farmer. Both of those players are clutch. They're good free throw shooters. And I would think that bringing the ball inbounds would probably be, I would say, Hill or Davis. Sorry, Marquise Webb is the captain. He's a veteran player. He's a good option.
Webb, Douby, Hill, Farmer, and Inman are in the game for Rutgers. And here is a quick foul call on Copeland. He reaches in. 9.2 seconds left to play in the game.
And this is the game right here. Yep. He has 2 free throws. There's no timeout either way. If he makes it, it's a 2-possession ball game. And Gary Waters has told his guys in that situation, let them shoot the ball. You play containment, but you can't give them an opportunity for a 4-point play.
You could blindfold this guy and he's going to make him. Last year, after Seton Hall had defeated Rutgers by 16 in the Meadowlands, Seton Hall came to this arena in February of 05 and was beaten on an overtime free throw at the buzzer. Actually, the phantom foul Seton Hall felt on Copeland came as time expired, and Douby went to the free throw line to shoot 2, missed the first one, made the second, and Rutgers came away with a 62-61 win.
Pretty typical rivalry game.
It is, and the sharpshooter Douby strokes in a couple of free throws. Here is a long ball knocked down, a three-pointer by Copeland, and another foul with 3.6 seconds left to play. Copeland with 17 second-half points. After he was held scoreless in the first half, back to a 2-point game. Incredible. Freddie Krueger. I think he's gone, and he's back.
He's their leading scorer. And his point total creeping up there now. It gets very interesting because he has to once again make both free throws to secure the victory. They need 2 other guys or 1 other guy on the line.
Copeland actually has 17 points all in the second half.
Huge.
This is equally huge. If he misses it, Seton Hall with 3.6 seconds has time to get down and unload the 3. And you have to feel that Copeland's the guy they're going to go to. This is the game, this free throw. That's it. That is it. Here's Copeland. They'll let him launch as he fires up on the run at the buzzer. It rims out. And Rutgers holds on to win another tremendous game with their in-state rival, the Pirates of Seton Hall. Rutgers winning it 82-78. So what a game it was as we look down the stat sheet. Quincy Douby finished the game with 29 points. 3 assists. Leading scorer for Seton Hall was Kelly Whitney. He had a career high, 29 points. Nutter was 17. Copeland was 17. All in the second half.
Now, a little bit more offense than I expected. I thought it'd be a game in the 60s, but the effort was indicative of the rivalry. These schools only 22 miles apart. Both teams competed. Very impressed. They're off to outstanding starts to their season.
We'll be back to recap most spirited Big East battle between Seton Hall and Rutgers in a moment. Final score, the Scarlet Knights winning it over the Pirates 82-78. Back in a moment.